Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, That Haul-O-Ween Life. I'm Edman, and if the title of this video brought you here, welcome. You must be a Halloween lover, collector, such as myself. Now, also, if the title of this video brought you here, welcome to Vlog 1, Video 1 on this channel. My very first upload. This is something that I've been marinating on for quite some time. Well, I've decided to dedicate this channel to specifically my Halloween decor, my Halloween hunting, just my love for Halloween. Anything Halloween themed I come up with, I will now post on this channel. So, since this is vlog 1, I decided I should introduce myself a little bit. Give you guys an idea of why I love Halloween. I won't dive too much into it in this video. I'll just give you a little piece of me because I know if you clicked on this video, you're here for the blow mold. So, I would say, over 30 years of collecting experience. I'm not new to Halloween. My mom was a Halloween enthusiast. She loved it so much. I was born in the late 80s, so the 90s was my childhood. And as I got older, our decor got more extreme in my household. I remember when caution tape came out in the 90s. That bright yellow caution tape that's like for crime scenes, that came out at like Party City and all the like Walmart, and that was like a brand new thing. And if YouTube was around back in those days, caution tape would have been a hot take back then. And I remember we would wrap up the fences, our graveyard scenes, the porches with caution tape. Back in the day when cobweb was popular as multicolored cobweb. Like, there for a while, you only had the choice of, like, white cobweb. And then in the 90s and early 2000s, cobweb came in red. It came in orange, green, purple, black. And my mom would buy the colored cobweb and decorate it and correspond the cobweb to the color of the decor. And I still have some of that old colored cobweb that you just don't see, and I wish you could find in abundance again. Like, every once in a while, I'll see it, but it's very far and few in between. And my elementary school went all out for the holidays, so Halloween was no exception. So we got to dress up. They decorated the halls. We got to decorate the classrooms. Our little projects, like the week of Halloween, we did a lot of fun crafts. We got to go to the pumpkin patch, and we would get to like do math with the pumpkin seeds. And we had this trail out back of the school, and it was our nature trail. But one year they converted it to a haunted trail, and parents could dress up and donate decorations and scare us kids. So my childhood in the 90s with Halloween was very special, and that love for it back then has stayed with me throughout my adult years. So on this channel, I just basically want to share with you guys my favorite decor pieces that come out that are brand new, share with you guys some of my favorite decor items that I've had for years, that I've either inherited from my childhood or items I picked up as I started to hunt. I remember hunting Halloween in July of 2002, 2003 with my family. It was like clockwork. Around Michael's, they would get the Lemax Spooky Town, and this was when those were new, and they launched in 2002 and 2003, and we would get the coupons and cut them out and go in. It was like clockwork in the early 2000s, like 02, 03, 04. We would go in, get the coupon, and get like 30 or 40% off those Halloween villages. And it became like a tradition. And we did that for years. So hunting Halloween in July or during the summer is very common for me, and it was very common for my household. So let's get into the 2026 Halloween Haunted House Cracker Barrel Blow Mold. This, of course, is the follow-up to the very popular 25 model. I absolutely love this blow mold right here, the 2025 one. I fell in love with it last year. It has a very nostalgic feel to it. Purple and green started to really become popular with Halloween decor in the 90s and early 2000s. Like that, those two colors really, I always say like Goosebumps green, because I would say, like, if you look at a lot of 90s decor, green and purple became two very popular colors in Halloween decor. And this reminds me of the 90s. It reminds me of the late 80s. It reminds me of the 90s. So I fell in love with it right away. Very pricey. Both blow molds are very pricey. We are winning, though, I will say that, because this year we got a $10 difference going in the right direction, y'all. This blow mold for 2026 is $129.99 in store, and last year's was $139.99. So $130 and $140. So we're going in the right direction. Also, we're getting a little bit more detail on the 26 model versus the 25 model. So I'm just going to go over the differences between the two. This dropped on May 28th, and it dropped sometime during the evening. So it was kind of a late day drop, and I was anticipating some sort of drop from Cracker Barrel. I recommend always kind of pay attention after Memorial Day, sometime in June. As of right now, this current time in Halloween hunting, we are getting these items in June. So I knew something was going to come out, and it ended up being May 28th. Pretty early. Of course, I'm an extremist, so is early ever really too early for me? No, because my model is buy it now, decorate later for certain objects. This one last year was 140, so that bad boy stayed out all year round. I did not put that in storage, and I'm not going to put this in storage either. So let's talk about some of the differences. This one is actually 3 foot 1 inch. This is 37 inches in height. This one is 3 foot, so it's 36 inches in height. That was the one main thing that I noticed when I got both of these blow molds next to each other. I noticed a height difference, and I'm like, aren't they supposed to be both 3 foot? So I got my measuring tape out, and this one's 36 inches, and this one's taller by 1 inch. When you measure to the very top of the little ghost that's might be out of frame, my little stop button's kind of right where the ghost would be. If you measure from the base to the top of that little ghost there that's happy to come out of the chimney, it's 37 inches. Also for the 2026 blow mold, it is 20 inches in length if you measure the bottom of the base, which is the longest portion of this blow mold, and the widest portion of the 2026 model is 10 inches thick. So 10 inches thick, 20 inches long, 3 foot in height, so 36 inches. So that is your dimensions. Also, this comes with 2 Type C light bulbs with an E12 base. So those bulbs are very easy to replace in case they break or burn out. They're pretty much night lights. They're very common. You can get them pretty much at any store. Just make sure you have an E12 base. And it comes with a 120 volt plug. So, which is also very common. The color palette for these blow molds are very similar. Both purple, orange, yellow, black. Did I leave out anything? And white. Can't forget the little ghost. So yeah. So the color palettes are the same. The roof on the 2026 model, though, is more of a gray. The 2025 one is a beautiful black on this one. So that's really kind of the only difference for the color palettes. This one's brighter. The 2025 model is brighter. That purple, I love that purple. It glows very well. And because this one has 3 bulbs in the back, which is a big difference between the two. 3 bulbs versus 2 bulbs. This one in the dark can, since we're talking about blow molds here, this one illuminates better. So if you're looking for a better illumination, the 2025 one is the one to keep or to look for if you don't have it. If you're hunting for the 2026, just keep in mind that the 2025 one is going to be brighter in the dark. You're going to see more of that house. You're going to see more of the purple. This one, the purple is darker. In fact, I would say when I look at the two together in the light, the 2026 model, the colors are similar, but they're a little bit more muted, especially in the purple and the orange. The yellow is about the same, but the orange on the 2025 one is brighter. It's a little bit more of a highlighter orange. And this one's a little bit muted in comparison to that one. And the purple is darker. So really you're not going to be able to tell the difference in the orange unless you have both of them. But as you can see in this video right here, this is a darker purple. And because of that, the illumination isn't as great. You're not going to get a lot of that light coming through the purple because of those 2 bulbs and because of the darker purple they chose to go with. Mine is sprayed pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it's painted. The 2026 model does have more detail going for it. They did some things this year that I wish they had done for the 2025 model. One of those things is the shutters are painted on the 2026 model. We actually get orange shutters on the purple house, whereas, of course, this one right here on the 2025 model, the shutters are the same color of the house. And that was one of the biggest pet peeves I had last year, was that I wish the shutters were painted a different color. Of course, I could do that on my own if I wanted to, but I'm not touching this blow mold. So that I love on this one is that we get a little bit more color play, more contrast on this blow mold. You get more detail. You get more detail on the roof with the shingles here. You get more detail on the stone on the front of the blow mold. They both have a stone on the houses, but you get more detail on this 2026 one. Of course, this beautiful moon is very, very bright. It's the brightest portion of the blow mold because that light is stuck right there behind the moon. The other light is kind of right there behind the haunted house. So the witch, the silhouette of the bats and the witch, they show up really well. And all the windows, they light very well. This little happy ghost that's haunting the home, he is so happy up there in the attic. He lights up really well. The cat that's just shy out of frame when you're looking at me, that lights up really well. The silhouette of that cat and its eyes. And the bottom shutters light up very well. Cracker Barrel for me is becoming more and more nostalgic because I've been getting at least one major piece added to my collection every year from Cracker Barrel. I believe this is like my 4th blow mold from them that I've gotten in June, and I've gotten previous items throughout the years of their Halloween launches that I treasure very, very much. And it's just always a joy when I walk in there and I see their decor. They have so many great items this year. So if this model right here is out of your price range, they have other blow molds available that are adorable. I really do like the cat with the vampire cape because that reminds me of a cat, my childhood cat, Sunshine. And then I now have a cat named Drac. So having my 2 cats combined there in that blow mold. And the frog is kind of cute there in its little witch outfit with the potion and the cauldron. And then, of course, all the numerous other items that they have. Cracker Barrel also has some wonderful, cool ornaments. I've always liked them, and they're relatively priced really good, too. Happy hunting. Take care, and happy Halloween.